Earthlings. This morning I want to introduce you to an artist friend of mine. His name is Dennis Hacker. So I'm back here with Dennis Hacker. Well, Dennis is kind of an unusual artist. Dennis, his art form this year was a float for the parade. So I went down and I started watching him build it, and I was part of putting things together for him, and then the day of the parade. Dan.
Hi, sure.
He looks like Willie Nelson today. So
well, we probably better take the screws out before we. I didn't learn my lesson from the last time.
Pursue that.
So what's going on with the box here? What's this?
A secret box.
This is a secret box.
Yeah, a secret box.
Okay.
Things will come out of it.
Things?
I'm
Okay.
gonna be strapped to this thing here. So that's part of Dano's strap. And
Right.
then look at these neat little tie downs he's got down up over here.
Oh, yeah. It's got these tie-downs here.
We call quilty of the old chase. These right here for Dan McMillan's drum set, to hold his drum set while the float's being pulled down the parade. And then Paul Quilty up over here, and
What's going on up there? What's that up there?
well, some of the dignitaries will be riding up there.
Oh, the dignitaries?
Sure. Started construction of the float in 2012 down at 32310 Broadway, and we've had it 3 4th of July parades in Everett so far. 2015 was the last one here. We were in 2016 parade in Plahia days, and the basic chassis comes back as a traveling stage with a tractor front drive that has animated features on it, and including this box that will be presented in the fashion desirable by the crowd. And a lot of volunteer help from my brother Doug and Dan, and
That's your brother
daughter.
Doug, no?
and grandsons.
Nice.
So anyway, there's certainly still the goal by the end of this week will be to have the tractor portion integrated back in with the staging portion, and the stage will present itself with a drummer and a bass player, and then the periphery and will be performed around by Kevin Sutton and Jim McLaughlin and Dan Patrick as a floating participant.
Aren't you like the guidance system for the driver?
Yeah. Well, it's very clear. You read some parade rules and for Pasadena Rose Parade, things like that. That there's always a person at each end of the float, opposite corner, and they have the capability of shutting down the float and travel and locking it, as does the driver. And so there's a lot of other safety checks involved when the floats get large and the crowds arrive. Right now, those are things that are not really integrated, but we try to provide a back person, a 3-way walkie-talkie with the driver and the other safety support. So right now we're allowed to be, I think, 13.5 feet high, about 15 feet wide, and 55 feet long, I believe.
Well, how high is that box, Liz?
Well, the top of this box will be sitting up at around 9 feet, but canted forward for display with numerous items for entertainment, and we've got more.
But isn't there a mystery prize coming out of the box?
Well, it certainly will be.
And how tall is that going to be?
Well, I promised City it wouldn't go over 13.5 feet.
13.5. Okay.
So
We'll leave it go with that.
the goal's always been multiple parades and eventually torchlight with the group of blues jazz performers and people entertaining. So right now we're doing the Everett Parade and doing the Plahia Days Parade.
Okay.
And things will change a little bit for Plahia. Personnel will be approximately the same. And we look forward to participation in this and future events. If all this takes off well, we'll build floats year-round for everybody.
Oh, so that's what you want. You want to build floats for
money and space and time.
You want to build floats for other people too, huh?
Sure.
That's cool.
So anyway, all those things may come to fruition. I've certainly accumulated some debt over the years getting to this point, and City with City and some other sponsorship help, we've been able to mitigate some of that this year. So
you need sponsors, huh?
We're hiring a band.
Cool. That sounds fun.
Not really sponsors though, Cher, because he needs to keep this as a non-profit, not a corporate business type of float.
Right. But
community support for the
but you're hiring
for the entertainment of the community.
What are you doing over here?
Now we're making a place to plug stuff in. Like right there, you plug your guitar's amps into that.
Oh, cool. And so is that going to be battery powered or?
Those batteries and generators.
Batteries.
Try and have as much power as we can get.
Because there's guitars and there's amplifying and.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
I'm not saying I'm part of the job.
So it looks like you've gotten quite a bit done since I was here last.
Hi. We've done some things. The tractor portion is down at the shop being dressed for mounting in the box and other maintenance issues, and wiring's going on, and soon we'll have an Endeavor, and then between the two parades we're going to modify the presence of the float, so it's got a little different identity coming out of the box.
That would be neat. Well, we finally made it here down to the parade. It's pretty exciting.
51. Park's out of position. Like I said, we're just fine. The bus in front of us, and
You're gonna say spaghetti.
Yeah, almost.
9:30. Rob's in here.
So I guess we're just putting the finishing touches on. That's the door.
So this thing's wonderful like
All right, you got power now.
Yep, there it is.
Because that way you get ready to go into a round, you know, and I can go.
Yeah, there you go.
That makes sense?
Yep.
You gotta have fun. And if the parade comes to a stop, then I'm gonna give out some of my stickers.
Oh no, you're gonna give them out?
Well, you know, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I'm gonna have fun today. Is that what we're supposed to do? Is have fun?
Yes, sir. Yes.
We are all set.
This is Jim McLaughlin. How do you think it turned out?
Similar.
We got 17 more.
Similar to what you thought it was going to turn out?
Similar to what it could be.
I think it's pretty neat. I think it's pretty neat. Hey, who let you out?
How many minutes?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have 6 toes on each foot. It's just that much better than us. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. His name's Jim McLaughlin. World champion. What? Iconic. Iconic plastic. The big dog. Doesn't have Mr. Jim McLaughlin. McLaughlin, ladies and gentlemen. Jim McLaughlin. Who won me over there? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Watch him blow. Watch him start. Champion harmonica player. Jim McLaughlin, world champion. Two balls, ladies and gentlemen. Happy 4th of July. It seems simple enough to go out and make my way. Gonna go find myself a job. Go out and make my way. Go out and find me a job.
What a cool way to spend a 4th of July with your friends on a float. I just want to say thank you to Dennis Hacker for letting me be part of that experience. And if you want to have Dennis Hacker's float in your parade, just look in the description below. Anyway, till next time, I'm going to work. Happy 4th of July.